Hi, I wanted to go over a couple of different things today. It is the day before my embryo transfer. It's tomorrow morning at 9:45. I work in the school system and it is snowing outside right now. So I've had yesterday off and today off to kind of think and process everything that's going on and plan, but also kind of drive myself crazy. So I've made a list of things that I want to talk about today. So I want to just go over the meds that I'm on, the meds that my doctors put me on before this happens tomorrow. So one of those things, and I think I've talked about it before, is Medrol, and it's also called methylprednisolone. I think that they told me that transplant patients take steroids like this as well so that you don't reject an organ. So I'm taking this so that I don't reject the embryo, I believe, and I'm fine with that. Although I did not sleep last night. I woke up about 1 a.m. and didn't go back to sleep until about 6. So I think that that's a side effect is kind of energy and not being able to sleep, eating a lot, which I'm fine with that. I like to eat. The other thing that my doctor was concerned about is when they were doing an ultrasound before the egg retrieval a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, he noticed I had an irregular heartbeat, which is normal for me. It's called PVCs, and it's benign. I don't have any symptoms, shortness of breath, or anything like that. But he was concerned about it enough that he wanted me to call my cardiologist and get on a beta blocker. So I'm on this nice metoprolol, the generic for Toprol. And I actually have noticed a difference with my regular heartbeat. It's a lot better now. So that's something that I'm taking every day now, the metoprolol. But the Medrol, today is my last day, so that's good. I'm also on baby aspirin to help thin out the blood so that more blood can get down to the uterus to do its thing. And I'll be on that through when I have my pregnancy test next week. So as long as it's positive, I think that I stay on it. Excuse me. I'm also, of course, on folate. I decided on folate instead of folic acid. Folic acid is a synthetic form of folate, and I did some research on it and decided that folate I was going to be more comfortable with because I like the natural things. I like to be as synthetic and chemical free as possible. So I'm on my folate every day. That's one of the most important vitamins that I'm on. Of course, I take my multi and other vitamins. And last but not least, the progesterone and oil. It's crazy. So what this is, since before you go through IVF, the way I understand it is that your hormones are kind of shut down to be taken over artificially by all the hormones. And since that happens, your body doesn't produce the progesterone it needs if you get pregnant. So you have to do these lovely shots. So this is a progesterone. It is thick. It's in sesame oil. So what you do for that, you have this big needle that you draw at a milliliter, and then you change the needle on the syringe to the 22 gauge 1.5 needles, 1.5 inch needles. And actually, today's going to be the third shot that I get in the evening. My mother-in-law, Kim, is doing them. She's awesome. She's a nurse. She knows exactly how to do it. But it is thick, and you can feel that stuff going in, and it afterwards it starts to ache. And I switched sides the last 2 days, and it hurts when I sit down now because both sides are sore. But listen, you know, like this through this whole thing, I cannot complain about this. This is for the goal, reaching for the goal. So, I mean, it's just something that you have to do. And I believe, if I remember, you have to do the progesterone and oil shots until maybe 8 to 9 weeks, or this just hit me. I think that's when she said you could switch over to vaginal suppositories. You might have to go 10 weeks. I can't remember. We'll figure all of that out. So that's all like the medications and like the daily routine that I'm doing. But so I can smell this in the background. I have my diffuser going, my essential oil diffuser, and I have a blend called Believe in. And so I've been diffusing this all day while I've been home the past couple days. It reminds me to pray. It reminds me to stop and just relax, pray about what's going on, and it's awesome. It's a nice woodsy scent, so very earthy. The other thing I wanted to go over today is this nice list that I've compiled with lots of help from a large group of women that are in a infertility support group with me. I've known some of these women via the internet for, I want to say, 4 or 5 years now. So I've met some of them in person. They're awesome. When we lived in Florida, there were a few of us that lived around, a few of them that lived around us actually. So we got together. I got to see them face to face. They're amazing ladies. So they helped me compile a list of things to do to either help implantation happen or to do after the transfer to make things easier. So, number one, and this is what I always remember, my friend Melissa did it, and I believe she got pregnant from the cycle, but she ate the core of a pineapple. So I've been doing research on this. It's supposed to help with implantation. It has the makeup of the core of the pineapple, and I can't remember the name of it. It's a B word, bromelain or something. But it helps to be a blood thinner, which is kind of what the baby aspirin is doing, of course. But it also, oh, what was it? Ugh, it does something else other than the blood. But anyway, it's supposed to be very good for implantation. So the day of the transfer tomorrow, I will be cutting my pineapple, eating maybe half of the core of the pineapple, maybe, I don't know, I'm going to have to do it for a few days because I think that implantation occurs maybe 2 to 3 days after transfer. So I will do that. The second thing is acupuncture, and I think I've waited too late on this. I've been really delinquent. I have not called my lady that I've done acupuncture with before. So I think I'm going to do another thing on the list, and that's meditate tomorrow after the transfer. Just to relax, breathe, think good thoughts. But acupuncture is supposed to be stress relieving, calming, getting the blood flowing, which is a big thing that I've said a lot. And another thing that goes on that point is staying warm. So keeping nice warm socks on, and my hands are always cold. They're actually not cold now, but they're usually cold. So I'm gonna have to try to stay really warm because if you're cold, your hands and your feet or, any part of your body's cold, the blood is gonna try to circulate there to make it warm, but you don't want blood circulating in places other than your uterus. So you wanna keep warm. So you can eat soup, you can drink hot tea, you can drink and eat other hot things, but staying warm with, I'm going to use heat packs on my feet at night and all of that good stuff because I'm cold natured anyway, so this will be fun. Another thing is clean eating. So I'm eating, trying to stick with whole foods. I mean, I've done it before. It is difficult. And actually today I ate gluten-free bread, which, I mean, of course it's processed. I eat it every so often, but I was just kind of a loss of what to eat for lunch today. So I ate a gluten-free bread sandwich. But I've been eating lots of blueberries for the antioxidants, lots of berries, and I hate to do like the juicing drinks or whatever. I just feel like it's drinking calories. But I found some good quality juice that is like a green juice in the store and with berries and all that good stuff. So I've been doing a little bit of that every day. What else? Another thing was pomegranate juice. I do have some. I'll drink it little by little. Coconut water. One of my friends did the Mediterranean diet. I haven't done much research on it, but I believe the Mediterranean diet, that is for the high levels of good fats from the fish and all of that stuff. And some use like trinkets from their family to for like good juju or whatever. Another thing that goes back to meditation is that there's a specific meditation system online called Circle Bloom. And I think it's about $70 to download. So if we ever need to do this again, God forbid, then I will definitely do Circle Bloom meditation. There's a meditation for in vitro, of course, like, the day of transfer, the day of egg retrieval, taking you through your cycle pretty much on specific days. There's also meditations for a cycle of IUI, intrauterine insemination, and other fertility treatments as well. So I thought that was really cool. Let's see. And going back to clean eating, some of the foods that reduce inflammation I wrote down: cinnamon, spinach, and turmeric. I know there's so many more than that, but those are the three that I could remember when I wrote this down. And reducing inflammation is, of course, for good for a healthy body and just with the clean eating. And I can't really say anything else about inflammation because I just know inherently it's bad, but I can't really tell you why right now. But so that's about it for now. And tomorrow, 9:45 is the embryo transfer. Right now, like I said yesterday, we're not going to get a call from the embryology lab. We had 3 really good looking embryos as of yesterday. They were 8 to 9 cells on day 3 after the uh, retrieval. So that's perfect. And there's 2 more that were a little laggy that hopefully will catch up. So we're thinking that we're probably going to transfer 2 and freeze whatever's left. But if there's just 2 eggs, then we may just use transfer 1 and freeze the other one. We don't know yet. I'm keeping the hope. Got that Believe essential oil diffusing in the back. Just keep thinking and keep praying and staying calm. But that's about it for now. So I will update again tomorrow after the transfer. Okay, bye-bye.